college football junkies! The Big Ten battlefield is about to detonate as the Iowa Hawkeyes, 2-1, invade Piscataway to face the undefeated Rutgers Scarlet Knights, 3-0 in a week. For a clash that'll rip the conference apart. On September 19, 2025, at 8 p.m. ET, SHI Stadium becomes ground zero for a gridiron war that could redefine the 2025 season. Sportsline's Tom Fornelli, riding an insane 11-2 betting streak, drops jaw-dropping picks that'll make your head spin and your wallet scream. This isn't just a game, it's a brutal, high-stakes showdown with everything on the line. Buckle up, Patriots, this is the ride of a lifetime. Piscataway, New Jersey, under Friday night lights. 52,000 fans pack Shai Stadium, Rutgers Fortress, vibrating with the electric buzz of an undefeated squad. The Scarlet Knights, led by the grizzled Greg Schiano, are 3-0 for the third straight year, fresh off a 60-10 annihilation of Norfolk State. Quarterback Ethan Kaliak-Manis is a straight-up demon. 1,200 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, slicing defenses like a hot knife through butter. Running back Kyle Monangai, a Doak Walker Award contender, churns out 450 yards, bulldozing tacklers. Receivers Dymere Miller and Naseem Brantley stretch fields with 500 combined receiving yards, while tight end Kenny Fletcher adds a red zone nightmare. Rutgers' offense ranks 11th nationally, averaging 46.3 points per game, a scorching machine that's left opponents in ashes. But here's the dirty secret. Rutgers' defense is a house of cards. Ranked 128th against the run, they hemorrhage 6 yards per carry, a gaping wound that Iowa's about to rip open. Posts on X are brutal. Rutgers' D is softer than a Jersey Shore boardwalk. Scarlet collapse trends with 250K posts. Fans smell blood, but Schiano's squad has home field fire and a quarterback who's playing like he's possessed. Can they keep their perfect record, or will Iowa crush their dreams? Enter the Iowa Hawkeyes, a defensive juggernaut that's allowed just 27 points in 3 games, 15th in the nation. Their 47-7 slaughter of UMass in Week 3 was a masterclass. Running back Caleb Johnson, a human battering ram, piled up 600 yards and 8 touchdowns this season, averaging 6.5 yards a pop. Quarterback Cade McNamara, despite a shaky 10-point loss to Iowa State, finds his groove with tight ends Luke Leachy and Addison Ostrenga, who've combined for 300 receiving yards. Iowa's defense, led by linebacker Jay Higgins and corner Jamari Harris, is a brick wall, 13th against the pass, 120.3 yards allowed. 6th against the rush, 57.7 yards. X-users roar, Iowa's D will eat Kaliak-Manis alive. Hawkeye Havoc hits 300K likes. The odds are tighter than a drum. Iowa's a 2.5-point favorite, 115 via FanDuel, with a 45.5-point over-under, 108. Money line, Iowa, 130, Rutgers plus 108. Fornelli, the betting guru with an 11-2 roll, screams, Iowa wins 24-20, covering the spread. Why? Rutgers' cupcake non-conference slate, Ohio, Norfolk State, Howard, masked their defensive frailty. Iowa's run-heavy attack, 56.8% rushing plays, 37th nationally, will feast on Rutgers' porous front, coached by coordinators Zach Sparber and Rob Smith, who've never led a defensive line. Sportsbook Review's Isaiah Seroy's doubles down. Iowa moneyline, 125 is gold. Rutgers can't stop the run. But he loves a prop. Kaliak-Manis over 200 passing yards, Hawanad 10, banking on Rutgers' air attack exploiting Iowa's secondary, which coughed up 200 yards to Iowa State. The stakes? Cosmic. Iowa's desperate to rebound from their Iowa State flop before facing Indiana and Wisconsin. A win here catapults them into Big Ten contention, proving their defense can carry a middling offense. 31.3 points per game, 60th nationally. Rutgers, 0-7 all-time against Iowa, could shock the world with a victory, cementing Schiano's best squad ever. A loss? Their 3-0 start becomes a footnote, repeating their 2023 collapse, 4-0 to 7-6. X-posts scream, Rutgers always chokes in Big Ten play. Schiano curse trends with 200K retweets, but the plot thickens. Conspiracy theories ignite. Did Big Ten refs rig Iowa's schedule to favor them post-Iowa State? Fans point to Iowa's soft UMass warm-up, while Rutgers faced a MAC test in Ohio, 34-31 scare. "The fix is in!" cries one ex-post with 100K likes. Others whisper, "Is Iowa's defense overrated? Iowa State's Rocco Becht carved them for 200 passing yards. Kaliakmanis could do worse. And what about injuries? Iowa's RB LeSean Williams is questionable with a hamstring tweak, while Rutgers' secondary limps. Corner Robert Longerbeam's knee is shaky. Will these cracks decide the game? Let's break it down! Iowa's game plan. Pound the rock with Johnson, who's averaging 25 carries a game. Fornelli predicts 150 rushing yards for the big man, exploiting Rutgers' 128th-ranked run defense. McNamara needs to avoid picks. Iowa's 3 turnovers this season cost them against Iowa State. Defensively, Higgins and Harris must shut down Kaliakmanis' deep shots to Miller. Rutgers, they'll sling it. Kaliakmanis targets 25 passes, leaning on Monangai's checkdowns to keep drives alive. Schiano's trick plays, a fake punt or jet sweep, could spark a home crowd explosion. Covers Andrew Cayley warns, Iowa's defense is elite, but if Rutgers hits one big play, it's an upset. The X-Sphere is a war zone. Iowa fans flood posts. Caleb Johnson will run over Rutgers like a tractor. 150K likes. Rutgers diehards clap back. Kaliakmanis is our Mahomes. Hawkeyes are toast. Nightmare trends. A viral clip of Schiano's fiery pregame speech. "We're not just playing Iowa, we're playing for respect." Racks 500K views. But Iowa's faithful counter with a meme of their 2019 rout, 30-0 over Rutgers, captioned, "History repeats." 300K retweets. The hate is palpable. Big Ten pride's on the line. Zoom into the intangibles. Iowa's road grit versus Rutgers' home magic. The Hawkeyes are 2-4 ATS away since 2024, but their defense travels like a fortress. Rutgers, 2-1 ATS, feeds off Shai Stadium's energy. Last year's 26-7 upset over Wisconsin proves it. Weather? Clear 65 to Geth, perfect for a slugfest, but whispers of sabotage linger. A leaked referee roster includes a crew that flagged Rutgers for 8 penalties in their Ohio game. Big Ten wants Iowa to win, screams a 200K-like post. Ref bias or paranoia? The bigger picture? This game's a microcosm of college football's soul. Iowa, the blue-collar grinders, embody heartland toughness. Kirk Ferentz's 20-year reign screams discipline. Rutgers, the perennial underdogs, are clawing for respect in a conference dominated by Ohio State and Michigan. A Rutgers win could spark a Cinderella run, while Iowa's victory keeps them in the playoff hunt. Dimers' model gives Iowa a 51% win chance, predicting a 25-24 nail-biter with a 58% shot at under 46.5 points. FanDuel's trends? Iowa's 1-1 ATS as a 2.5-point favorite, but Rutgers' 3-0 over trend hints at a shootout. What's the X factor? Iowa's fourth-quarter stamina versus Rutgers' early explosiveness. The Hawkeyes' defense allowed just 3 second-half points all season, while Rutgers averages 20 points in first quarters alone. If Iowa weathers the early storm, Johnson's legs take over. But if Kaliakmanis connects deep early, Shai Stadium becomes a cauldron. Fornelli's final word. Iowa's too physical. Rutgers' defense folds late. But Covers warns, don't sleep on Schiano's trickery. The aftermath will be seismic. Iowa wins. They're 3-1, eyeing a top 25 return before Indiana. Rutgers pulls the upset. Schiano's a legend, and the Big Ten's hierarchy quakes. Either way, this game's a turning point. Will Iowa's defense smother Rutgers' hype? Or does Kaliakmanis carve his name in history? Fans, this is your battle cry. Smash, subscribe, slam that bell. Don't miss the chaos. Comment, Iowa's D or Rutgers O, who dominates? Share to bury your rivals' hopes. The Big Ten's about to bleed. Join us or get trampled.